Hell yeah. We have Berto Blonzer on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo. If you could only see what I'm seeing here, would you please?
What up, yo?
Yeah, please introduce yourself and kind of tell us what you're using, what the setup you've got here.
So my name's Berto Blunts.
And make sure to talk into the microphone.
I go by Berto Blunts, and it's an Akai MPC studio that I'm using right now. Just off a laptop, but it's dope equipment, man. Self-taught. Hope y'all enjoy it tonight. We're gonna have a good segment. Let's do this.
So you've just kind of been messing around with this for how long?
Like almost 2 years now.
That's as long as you've just been messing with this, or
that's the first time I ever laid hands on a machine like this.
This machine is amazing.
Well, first it started as a phone app, because it had like the same layout. It's pretty dope, but it was just a phone app. So I taught myself how to use a MPC before I had an MPC.
Right.
Because I learned it on the phone, so like all the options on it was the same, like or the features was the same like as the machine, except I knew what they were, because of the phone app, so it's pretty dope shit. It was the Supreme MPA. Check it out.
Cool. Well, you mind playing us another one?
Yeah, for sure.
Berto Blunt on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo. Thank you all for listening. Oh, no.
Technical
difficulties. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's Berto Blunt, KWJUDAS. And I can't believe what I'm watching. This guy is on fire. It's like tap dancing on a little drum pad thing. Times 10. This is goddamn crazy. What we're going to try and do here is we're going to have to reset this shit just for a second. And we're going to get a video if we can. Do you think we can do that, Wizard?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah, what we want to do is just so people can actually see what this guy is actually doing, just with his fingers. You think that any sort of...
That's what she said.
Exactly. You need to see his finger positions, folks. They're amazing. So... as soon as we get this thing reloaded, I love that noise. So one of the greatest.
I'm gonna play some of my recording, while this loads up real quick.
Yeah, go for it. What's this?
So this is something I produced already. This is like final beat, the final take. So tell me what you think. Berto Blunts. This song right here is called The Reality.
The Reality.
The Reality.
KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo. KWJUDAS.
I got one more before this loads up all the way, real quick.
Yeah.
It's a short track.
Which one's this?
This one right here is another one I have recorded. It's called Cake. Let me know what you think.
More technical difficulties is actually what I always want to hear. On KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. And there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Berto Blunt's back again on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo.
What's good?
How y'all doing tonight, folks? So, you just came clear from Spanish Fork, is that correct?
Yes, it was a journey.
Sorry, you're still gonna want to talk a little more into the mic, but I know you got things to do there.
Yes, it was a journey, especially on a Sunday.
On a Sunday, especially after what was the holiday we just had? Some kind of
bullshit.
Yeah, Veterans Day. There we go.
Oh, not that one. My bad.
No, it was a
Sorry,
great
like,
time.
A lot
I
of
still
holidays
had
are bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, except for that one and Martin Luther King, of course. You know.
I had a good Veterans Day. How about you guys?
I did too.
I got drunk, just like I do any other holiday, or pretty much any other day of the week. In fact, yeah, I'm probably gonna take a shot here in just a second.
Awesome.
Awesome.
We are drinking some Taka here, folks. It's one of the best, most premium vodkas on the shelf, and there's, oh my God, there's very little left. So, you, how long have you even been in Spanish Fork? I mean, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from planet Earth.
Planet
And then
Earth.
we moved to
and
Utah.
then you found yourself here in Utah somehow. Planet Utah.
I grew up in New York. I was born in Mexico. My dad, he's citizenship. I got citizenship through my dad because he's a citizen.
Okay.
So, I grew up in New York since a baby. And we ended up moving to Utah when I was like about 15. Just trying to get the family out the hood. My dad. So fucking came out here. Yeah, it was different, man. Utah was not what it is today.
What brought you to Utah?
The religion. My parents, my mom converted to Mormonism and whatnot. I mean, we grew up LDS. So.
In New York?
Yeah, it's this. Believe it, they're out
You
there. But
you got converted in New York?
yep,
Wow, that's a hell of a missionary.
there is a God. Just kidding.
So, I mean, I guess it's none of my business. And
They
I
don't ask. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you still adhere to the Mormon belief?
I mean, like any religion, like I'm gonna tell people like religion is an argument no one will ever win. But I mean, I will always state my opinions, and like to me, like it has very good structures in it, but at the same time, it's like for real, what I mean? Like God didn't ask for that,
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, but then
Right.
again, I mean, like I said, man, like that's something that I'm gonna take up with God. So I mean, God knows my true heart, so like I can sit here and battle anyone with religion, or they could assume my religion or whatnot. Fuck it, Like there is
Right.
a God, I don't care what people say. We all know it, even the ones that say that there isn't, because how could we be, I mean, we're too smart just to be just little organisms that evolved into some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
In those sort of situations, I just confer to Bill Nye, the science guy, and he has all the answers, whether there is or not a God. Bill Nye knows the answers.
No, he doesn't.
Have you never watched his show, dude? It's pretty awesome. They got all these
Back
cool
then,
music
I was
videos.
like, gay, I was wanting to get into trouble, I was like Dennis the Menace, man. It's New York, man. I mean, I just couldn't sit there and watch TV. I mean, there was too much going on, I come out to Utah, I was like, the fuck is this, But I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I fell in love with Utah. Like the shit you could do out here that you can't out there. I could go into the
For
mountains, go camping, shit like that. I mean, fuck, over there,
So it's all right in your backyard.
right? People take that shit for granted, If people hear that, they're like, I want to go to New York. I'm like, for what? Get tricked out, get raped, get murdered, some shit.
So you wouldn't go back,
I'd go back to visit.
Right.
Go back fuck that.
but you'd never go live there.
Nah, yo. I grew up in Queens, man. It was tough, Like I did not know where I was at till I came out to Utah. I was like, whoa, people are this nice for real. It's like,
So obviously, you're staying here for a reason.
yes, because it's not New York.
Way less bullshit.
I love it
okay,
here.
So for everybody out there who sits there
I
and
came out here-
bitches about Utah and having to live in Utah,
Now,
Well-
people take shit that they take that shit for granted because once they're out of state, everybody comes back.
it's
what
kind
they
of true too. I don't know how many people I've known who went out in search of something else, and they all wind up right back here. It's an abyss.
It is
a
funny.
black
It's like
hole.
you come to Utah and then you live here for a minute, leave, you always come back somehow. Like, why am I going back to Utah?
Yep.
So good. I mean, like I said, I'd rather have my kids be raised out here than over there. I mean, over there they grow up too quick. Like I said, I did not know where I was at till I came out to Utah. It humbled me. So I mean, I actually honestly didn't think humans could be capable of being that generous and genuine. You know, it was nuts. You know, like why you being so nice to me? Why you giving me why you making my family dinner for a week straight? You know, I'm like, how much do we owe you? They're like, no, it's fine. You know, I mean, in New York, you're not used to that shit. You know, people over there is give me, take. You know, it'd be a miracle if something like that happened over there. I mean, even in the LDS church out there, they're crooked asses. You know, I mean, dumb shit.
Huh? That's kind of cool. How people are just outrageously nice. Even if they don't like you, they're nice to you.
Yeah. But see, now they're not like that no more. People were that thin, you know.
Right.
Utah has changed. Believe me. I'd rather be in New York right now.
Huh. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Let's have another song, shall we?
For sure.
And that'll give me time to pour us a shot and have a little sip of vodka here. At least what's left of it. This is KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. We have Berto Blunts coming to you live. And again, if we can get a video queued up sometime soon, this guy is amazing at what he does. I've never really seen anybody do what he does the way he does it. At least not around here.
Thank you.
It's true. So, Berto Blunts, do you have any names for your songs?
Yeah, they call track 1, track 2, track
All right.
3. Just kidding.
All right, I can dig it.
Yeah, they got names, you know what I mean? This one right here is called Got Me High.
Got me high.
Check it out.
Got me so high, got me so high, got me so high, got me so, got me so, got me so high, got me so high.
Oh, hold up. Technical difficulty again. What's up with this?
I love computers, don't you?
Yup.
I didn't even get a chance to pour this vodka here.
Got me so high, got me so high, got me so high, got me so, got me so, got me so high, 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 got me so high.
KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. I cannot believe what I am witnessing here, folks. Oh my god. So, how long have you been playing with this thing? About 2 years, you say?
It's like about 2 years. Like it's when I put a lot of interest into it. Like I never knew like they had machines like this. Like honestly, till 2 years ago.
Let's talk into the mic though. Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
So, I came across this shit these machines about 2 years ago, and so I never knew they existed. You know what I mean? I think I saw once in a commercial a long time ago, and I didn't think much of it, you know, and until I actually saw this video by this producer named Avrab Music. You know, when I saw this dude, I was like, what? That's crazy. I'm like, that's not possible. You know, I'm like that. I'm like, where do you get one of those? I didn't even know what they were called. Like I said, I'm not too like savvy with the internet or whatnot. I just know what I need to do, do on it, and that's it, So
Right.
so I didn't know how to look it up, and like somehow I came across a YouTube video and of the producer, and then I started finding out what it was, and then I tracked down the model and make of the equipment he was using, and it was an MPC 2500, So I was like, damn, I need one of those, and they're not easy to come by, So one day I was at the pawn shop up in Salt Lake, ready to pawn something, and I happened to look over, and there was an MPC right there. I'm like, oh hell no! I'm like, what is that shit? I think that's what I was trying to find that day. So I fucking go over there. My bad.
You're good. You're good.
I speak French also.
I also speak.
But anyway,
Lad.
anyway, so I go to scope it out, like go check it out, pick it up, and I'm like, oh shit, I need this shit, and it was on sale for like, I think like $110, and I'm like, man, it's probably missing a bunch of shit, so I go to the one of the people that work there. I'm like, yo, I'll give you this much for it. He's like, I don't know, man, I gotta talk to my manager. I'm like, it's missing the adapter, but that was just if you want to get an adapter for it, but it runs off USB,
Right.
So he's like, I'm like, it's missing the adapter. It probably has software and all this shit. So I talked him down to like $40. So
Damn.
I took it home.
You got this $40.
Oh no, not this one. This is like my.
Oh, okay. Word. I was gonna say, god damn.
Nah, this one was like about $3 bills. So.
No shit. Yeah, that sounds
that was
about
used.
more like it.
But yeah, like I was saying, I took it home and fucking my bad. Bleep. I should do that. Just kidding. But anyway, so and then
just censor yourself.
So the came and
a little kick and there we go.
So what happened?
Hey,
was
wait,
that,
can I try it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mother.
I'll go
That
ahead.
was a little delayed, but still.
My bad, ready? Go ahead.
Jesus H. Fucking. Nice.
I need to go through my sound effects, but I'm pretty sure I got something. But we can make one.
That was a pretty. I'm pretty sure I said all the swear words.
I could
anyway.
care less if
I
you
suck
censor,
at this
so
game.
I'm not very good at censoring.
I'm not very good at being
I'll practice,
censored.
though. I'll practice. I'll go home. Look in front of a mirror. Fuck.
We're going to have to practice this one. Sorry, folks. We didn't rehearse this. This is all totally improv.
What's my line? Just kidding.
So let's have another song while we're filming. Let's get one more song.
Right.
And, yeah.
Hold
Once
up real
again.
quick. Long story short, just let me end that real quick. I'll summarize.
Okay.
I just didn't
Let's
want to
hear
leave it, halfway.
Let's hear it.
Anyway, so all of a sudden, I took it home, and I thought it was just plug and play, and go find out that all the buttons function, everything worked, the lights, reacted how it should, but no sound came out of it. And I didn't know what to do, so, and I did not know what half, the words meant on top of that. Next thing you know, I busted my head over, tried to plug it into anything I could that would play sound, nothing. Finally, I gave up and set that shit aside. Like a few months go by, and then I show interest again, try to see if I could get it to work again, hook it up to other devices, nothing, and go find out that you need a laptop, you need a DOS software. I didn't even know what that was, So I ended up, figuring it out. Slowly but surely, I did, so.
It's pretty badass. You just kind of had that sort of perseverance.
That and a lot of trees.
A lot of trees will definitely do it. That'll help. So, let's have another ditty here. Berto Blunts on KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo, and none other than Free Radio Provo or Berto Blunts. Oh my God! Holy shit! Let's give it up. Berto Blunt.
And my eyes were closed.
Just watching that was amazing.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's why I love having you around. We've got this guy coming up on the 25th November for the
Check it
Wizard's
out.
birthday. And unfortunately, it's kind of looking like Riding Gravity's not going to be able to join us, but we're still going to have Outside of Society, who is fucking awesome, and the Delphicorum, who everybody doesn't really know what to think about. And then we've got Berto Blunt and Believes in Ghosts, I think, will also be joining us. So Berto Blunt is going to be playing the whole night in between bands and such, and it's going to be a hell of a night. That's at City Limits at 440 West Center Street in Provo. Doors at 8, music at 9. It's only $5 to get in. You got to be 21 and up to get in.
And don't hesitate to buy me a shot.
Definitely buy him a shot, but it's the Wizard's birthday, so
And him first.
you're gonna want to pour booze all over his head.
He meant the Wizard.
Just shower the Wizard in alcohol,
Yes, please.
and still buy Berto a shot as well. So that's on the 25th of November.
For sure.
For those of you who are listening and catch this show on time when it's actually slated to be broadcast. Otherwise, you caught us on a rerun and you missed the show. We're talking to you from the past. Something we kind of do every now and then. We speak to you from the past. So future people, that was one hell of a show you missed. Or, if you were there for it, that was one hell of a show you were there for.
I'm from the future.
I believe it.
So,
I'm still ahead of my time. My parents haven't met yet.
I believe that too.
I have
Big L. Shout out, Big L.
another useless wizard fact for you.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Let's hear it.
Let's have another useless fact from Elder Wizard.
So, the largest artery inside of a blue whale, I believe, is the aorta.
I would believe so.
Is big enough for an adult male to swim through.
And that's probably how Geppetto got stuck for so long.
This useless fact has been brought to you by the wizard.
Thank you, Wizard.
I know how to sneak in to other countries.
Wait, what?
I said, now I know how to sneak into other countries.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Inside a whale.
We'll just use whales to sneak into other fucking country. Wow. See, this is why we get great minds together in one room. I mean, besides the music. It's all about the music.
And I wasn't even trying to.
No, that was just like straight off the top of the head. I like that. I like your way of thinking, Sergeant. All right, let's have another song, shall we?
For sure, for sure.
What's the name of this one?
This one right here, it's called whatever you want it to be called. It's unknown right now, I guess.
That's
No
a pretty
name.
cool name.
Yeah. It took a while to come up with it, but eventually I ended up coming with a name with it.
So is it kind of a newer one? Or?
This is actually like one of the first songs I ever played, but I played this on my app phone, and then when I figured out how to work this, then I could transfer those sounds, those presets into this. So it was pretty easy once I got the hang of it, and I did not know it was that easy. Like I said, I wish I would have known this like 10 years ago, But let's check it out though. Check it out.
Berto Blunts, KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. Thank you for joining us.
off the dome, man.
Oh yeah, that was good shit. Berto Blunts
Like I
on
said, I had to restart
KWJUDAS.
my computer again real quick because it's retarded for some reason. But other than that, I had something already laid out, you know. So I'm just going, you know, with what I got right now. So it's all good though. I still pull it through.
Well, I dig it. That first part, where do you get your samples from?
From
Just
wherever,
all
you know,
over the
like,
place?
So I've made a
Let's stuck to
few.
the mic.
I've made a few my own, you know. But other than that, you know, I try to like, you know, get pre-kits, you know, from other friends that already got, you know, pre-kits, you know, presets, whatever, you know. I'll look for them online, you know. Other than that, samples are expensive, you know, like to get some good sounds, you know.
You ever make your own?
Oh yeah, I've tried, but it's not as easy as they make it seem, you know. I mean, you gotta know your shit, you know. Like there's a lot of like filters
what do you
and
do?
stuff you gotta use. Like you could borrow like or you could take make your own kicks from like, you know, a kick in a song already, as long as it's a clean, you know, kick sound, you know. And
Right.
just edit, you know, and whatever, you know, want to add to it, you know. It's tedious, but you know, I mean.
Exactly like what I did to make our Fish Monkey CD.
Yeah, I would kind of imagine, you know, I mean, well, that wouldn't be exactly the same thing, because...
Yeah, you could do that. I mean,
Each cut and repeat would be like him pushing a button in that spot kind of thing. I mean, it's still done differently,
like,
but it's still the same
see,
basic idea.
On this,
when you
like,
break it down.
I don't know how to fully function it, how, you know, like, it's, you know, full capability, you know. I just know how to use it for what I taught myself, you know, and need to, you know. And anyways, like, on each pad, you know, like, you could put up to three or four sounds, you know. So, like, I could put 4 instruments in one pad, so it could be like, you know, like, it could have like a kick,
Right.
a ride, is that what they call it, ride? And
A kick, ride, crash,
it'd be like
snare.
this.
Right.
In one button, you know. So that's already for like drummers that know their shit. Me, I'm still trying to figure it out, you know. So
It's still something I noticed you're good at, because, I mean, you obviously know exactly where each one of them is at.
but yeah, that's because I programmed
by
them.
hitting them all at
I
once.
put them there, you know. That's how I set up to my preference, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a few ways that I drum. I'll drum with my kicks and my hi hats, you know, or my hi hats and my my cymbals, you know. I
Yeah.
keep them on my right hand, and then my kick and my snare is on my left. So, you know, I'll play with it, you know. I'll play that way, then I'll have it set up to where my kick or my hi hats are up here, and then my kick and snare, you know. And that's, you know, to me that's like that's how I learned how to do it, you know.
So kind of those 4 central ones in the middle
Right
are
here
your kind
or
of
right here?
your basic,
Yeah.
and
then I got
basic
my
drum
track.
kick.
Yeah. I mean that's the one
So-
way I set it up, you know. The other way is just it's the proper way, it's the way that you're supposed to do it, but I'm not like that comfortable like as I am the other way, you know. I mean, the other way I could fuck around like however I want, and
Right.
And the other way I can't because I'm, you know, I guess I'm not conditioned enough to it, but I mean like I'm happy the way I play, you know. So
Well, yeah, you definitely got to adjust things to your own standard, however you're comfortable with. So what do the other buttons do?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Just kidding. See, most of these right here I use for editing. These knobs right here. There's a thing called Q-Link trigger. I don't even know what the fuck it's for. Got my no repeats. You know, like when I want to add some hi hat, like a quicker hi hat to the time signature.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All right there. Check it out.
So you hold down on it.
It's the no repeat. You know, it'll do it to whatever time, quarter note, 8th note, 16th note. You know.
Yeah.
That's how they do more trap music, you know.
Right.
I don't know, just mess around with it, you know. I usually
That's badass.
I use that when you know, like trap music is more like that, you know, and I mean it's pretty dope, but sometimes it's so tedious, and then a lot of songs sound repetitive if you don't mix it up right, you know.
Well,
you know,
what I think is cool is just that a lot of people think that all you have to do is hit a button, and
Oh,
this
yeah.
music just kind of generates itself, which is completely untrue, especially if you watch a master at work, you know, like
Yeah.
yourself, just actually showing us how this music is actually made.
Believe me, like,
It doesn't just come
I've-
from nowhere,
I've had
folks. You
people-
don't just hit a button.
yeah. I mean, you can, but that's already like just to push play.
Right.
You know, but
This
other-
guy's doing this all live. Every sound that you're hearing, every noise, every beat is all just yeah, every single one. It might as well be like a keyboard and a drum kit in one.
what's it called? Like I said, I don't know much about this, so I mean, like, I want to learn how to drum, you know, because in that way I would properly know, you know, exactly. Because when I record, man, I record just by ear, man, like, and then I have to use the sequencer, you know, to tighten up my sounds, you know, so like it sounds right, you know. So I mean, like, all this stuff I figured out on my own, by the way. So a lot of producers they're ever getting pricks, man, for real. Like, they won't try to give you time of day. They're like, oh, you need this. I'm like, that's not what I asked, you know. Like, I mean, they're dicks, man, and very, very, you know, they're humble and share sounds with you, you know. I mean, like, they treat those sounds like gold, you know, like secrets, you know. Like, I mean, it's hard to get this sound, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of, you know, a lot of stuff I just didn't know that was behind all this music shit, you know. Like, it's like pretty dope. So,
Yeah. Well, let's have another song, shall we?
For sure, for sure. Once again, Berto Blunts. Catch me on Facebook, Berto Dell. Instagram, Berto Blunts. It's blunted _ MPC _ 8481. Hit me up.
Burn up, burn up, burn up, burn up, burn up.
This is a happy song for you.
Yeah.
I think you're too fast for it.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with
the
you.
buffer and can't keep up. So, that's why I need a standalone, you know. I need an upgrade, but someday, one day.
That's still pretty goddamn crazy.
For sure, man. I mean, I love this equipment. This shit became part of me, you know. So
So how often do you ever have people rap along? I mean,
I
obviously
do.
you lay down a lot of
see,
beats.
that's the thing, though. Like, people get scared because, like, they think that I'm throwing them off the beat because I'm here listening to them rap. You know. I'm like,
Yeah, you are kind of
I'm like-
sporadic.
Well, the thing
Well,
is,
that's
like,
what I
well,
like
no,
about
see,
it.
that's different though. When I play live, like, I can mess around. I'm not waiting, or I'm not hoping that this dude could keep up or something, you know.
Right.
The thing is, like, when I play, if I mess up, you know, either you know or you don't, you know, and I just play it through, you know. I know I could get away with that, but if I'm recording with or doing it with somebody, I'll play, you know, by bars, you know, 16
Right.
bars or whatever, you know. I mean, I'm
Right.
on it, you know. So
Something a little
It's
easier to
different,
keep
yeah.
up with.
a lot of people get like they get all like intimidated or they puss out or they try to rhyme over it, but they can't. They're like, oh, I can't. I mean, nigga, I'll keep up with you. Just I got you, you know. And a lot of them like, I don't know. I mean, you have to like practice with someone, of course, you know, just like you would if you were in a live band, you know.
Right.
So
And that's again what I dig about what you do is you play this thing like it's an instrument, like a real live instrument, like anything else, like a guitar or a piano or a violin or anything.
yeah.
It's goddamn incredible just to like watch what you do.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, I wish I knew more about like music, man, because I mean, what I know now is not far from satisfied. You know what I want to know, but it's still, you know, some, you know. So, I mean, I'm even blessed that I even like picked it up, you know, this late in age.
Oh,
I'm
word.
65.
65. Well, I'm 11-12, and I think he's 70-11.
No way, that's my phone number.
Oh shit. Well, if for a good time, dial
This is meant to be.
7012-11-11, and you'll find Berto, Wizard, and Judas all jerking off all over each other.
By we, he meant them.
It's a very sticky situation, folks.
Them, me and Wizard get so tired of just jerking off all over each other without. Come on, man. What are you doing
What's
after
funny
the
is
show?
that he's not joking.
That is what's funny, isn't it?
Just kidding.
Huh?
I said, just playing.
And we're not-
Oh, all right.
I'm going to get
So
stabbed right now.
let's have another song, shall we?
For sure. This one right here is, so I was locked up, you know, we were off rec yard, and you know how the TV's blaring in the background. Anyways, I went to go shower, and like while, you know, I was in the shower, the movie Django was on, and then there was a part in it where they're crossing through the desert or some shit, you know, and
Right.
and I'm like, it was strings, you know, and horns and whatnot, and I'm like, dude, that sounds dope, you know, like I'm here showering, I'm like, dude, when I get home, I'm gonna sample that, you know. So, you know, in my head, I'm already chopping it up, and I couldn't wait for that. It just made my time even slower, just, you know, looking forward to get out to this, you know. Next, you know, I get out on 3rd July, worked on it all night, came up with this little bit right here. I don't have a name for it, but check it out.
Cool. Berto Blanc, KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. Thank y'all for listening. Berto Blunt on KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. We have probably less than 10 minutes, and I'm still waiting to see if Darpinsley is going to send us a commercial. So do you want to just play another song real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let's have another. What's the name of this one?
So this one's called Hater. real quick.
Hater.
Yeah, I actually got the sample from you know that
Right.
song from Biggie Smalls, Player Hater.
Oh, everybody knows that
okay,
one.
okay, you know that sample, Hey Love?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I sampled. I sampled Hey Love. And, I mean, I didn't come out with that, you know, just like that, you know. But I think my sound's tighter. Just kidding.
Well, of course
I'm
you
just playing.
would think that.
Honestly, like,
All musicians tend to be sort of ego masturbatory.
nah, not me. I'm humble.
Right. I like a humble Joe.
But not all the time. I need to get paid too, you know. Just kidding.
Well, we'll give you your peanut
No, just
shells at
playing.
the end of the show.
I'm allergic to peanuts.
Well, can you at least take peanut shells? Because that's the only currency we exchange here on KWJUDAS.
No doubt. Check it out.
Kind of
Blunts.
sucks.
Yeah.
Berto Blunts on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo. We probably got time for one more longer song and maybe two more shorter songs.
I got a 3-in-1 right here.
All right. Whatever you want to do. Or we could just play Tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks.
Nobody
I'll
ever
play
wants.
one more, and I'll make it short, and then we'll play Tiddlywinks.
All right.
Because I want to know what the
I
fuck
like
this
the
is.
sound of that one, champ.
As long as it
We're
has
gonna
nothing to do
play
with me. Just kidding. All right, ready? This one right here, this is like, I don't really have a name for it. Just like, I don't even have it laid out to the song. This is just something I played with. One of the first tracks that I put together a while ago, but, you know, I still mess with them here and there. Check it out. Yeah, Berto Blunts. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, kid, how's it hanging?
2 inches off the ground.
Hey, kid, how you doing there, kid?
What? I'm an old woman. How dare you?
I'm sorry, ma'am. You just looked like someone I knew.
Someone you knew? What? Some poor pathetic bedwetting boy?
No, ma'am. Really, I was just passing by.
Didn't see me?
I didn't
Thought
see
I
you.
was a little boy, did you?
I swear I didn't
well,
see
maybe you need urgently new non-pedophilia sunglass spectacles.
Sunglass spectacles?
Stare at little boys instead of grandmas without looking like a pedophile in no time.
Well, thanks, Cosmic Grandma.
And remember, little boy, if it doesn't say Derpin, it's not Derpinsley.
We'd like to thank you all for joining
I
us
don't
on
get it.
another episode of Free Radio Provo. We now return you to our regular free radio programming.